I thought I had failed. I thought I failed at business. I'm the one who put the travel braiding on the map. Did everything right, even though I did it wrong. But I was never passionate about being a braider. And I realized that booked and busy wasn't even what I wanted for real. Like, I created a 6-figure business and it still was not enough. I built out programs, I launched challenges, and then guess what? Crickets. Thank you. No, because it's really starting to get weird. I already said I didn't want to talk about this, and I said the last time I talked about it was gonna be last time. I guess we're here again. This is my last time talking about it, and we're gonna lay it to rest. Can I get my water, please? Thank you. No, because I decided to want more for myself, and now I'm weird. Okay, so let's finally talk about it. Hopefully this lighting is good because I'm working with daylight and there's so much light in my apartment that if I'm not facing a certain way, it's just not gonna, let me adjust. Okay, whatever, let's just do it. So let's talk about why I decided to leave the braiding. So the last time we talked, I was telling y'all about how I was going full in on becoming a travel braider coach, and that was gonna be my main source of income. And I was gonna stop braiding. I was gonna leave the braiding, working with my hands and use my head, right? Since then, things have changed. A lot has been revealed to me, and I am simply deciding to move into faith. But I'm gonna tell y'all why I decided to leave the braiding industry altogether. And this is gonna be the real and raw, like real and raw. Like this is, okay. So basically, as y'all know, I have been the face of the travel braiding industry for years. I carried this industry on my back, literally all by myself. And I decided to walk away from the braiding industry altogether. And I'm going to tell y'all the things that I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about when it comes to being a braider, when it comes to being a coach in the braiding industry, all of those good things. So in order to get where we are today, I want to first tell you all why I stopped taking braiding clients in the first place. So it started because I simply just wanted my life back. Like, I was making a lot of money as a braider, but also what's important to me is freedom. So when I say freedom, I mean all types of freedom. That's time freedom, location freedom. And that's actually why I became a travel braider instead of deciding to go to a shop. So it basically turned into this business that I didn't expect, and it blew up, and I became booked and busy. And I realized that booked and busy wasn't even what I wanted for real. Like, I wanted balance in my life, and I just wanted time for my body. I wanted time for God. I wanted time for my relationship and my friendships. And when you are braiding full time and you're going to your clients and you're driving here and there and there, it's cute and it makes a lot of money. But I felt like for me, it just became a lot. It became a lot. I was burnt out. I was braiding. One time I worked for 24 hours straight. I decided to take 4 clients, but that was before I decided to actually like set rules and boundaries in my business. But being a braider, standing on your feet, using your hands, all of it just became a lot. And don't get me wrong, I would choose to be a travel braider over a salon braider any day, still to this day. And I mean that because I was making a lot of money and I was in charge of my schedule and my pricing and everything like that. But when you are spending so much of your time braiding, you look like how I did, but my back was big. I didn't have time to pay attention to my nutrition. I didn't have time to pay attention to make time to go to the gym. I just didn't have time. I didn't have the time that I wanted. I was always missing out on things, and I was making a lot of money, but somehow it still wasn't enough. I created a 6-figure business, and it still was not enough for me. So I will be driving 2 hours each day, sometimes just round trip, or sometimes 2 hours there, 2 hours back. I can make anywhere from $500 to $1,000. It sounds good and it sounds cute, but I was really giving Amazon worker. Okay, it was giving run down to the ground. Like, the money's good, but probably still not even good enough. And I just couldn't. I just was like, no, this has to stop somewhere. So then I was like, okay, I got all these followers, I got all these subscribers, I got all of this attention. Y'all know I went viral in 2023. And by 2025, or 2024, 2025, maybe, I decided to go all in with being a coach. And I did this twice. Okay. So the first time I did it was about a year and a half ago or so. I decided to go, okay, I'm going to be coaching and braiding. And then y'all saw me a few months ago say that I was going to go all in with being the coach because I was trying to stop braiding. But so I had a good amount of students. I realized that I actually really love to teach. I love to have students and just teach people about something that they probably have never thought about, teach people a new way to make money. Like all of those things I love. And I built out programs, I launched challenges, and then guess what? Crickets. So I got over about 1,500 inquiries in my mentorship program. And I mean, so many people were hyped up. They wanted to join. So they said. And I kind of didn't feel that pressure until I decided to stop braiding and go all in on coaching. So when I first started, trying to take coaching clients and everything like that, I wasn't pressed about getting a student. So they were trickling in, but it wasn't like life-changing money. It was about $900 per person, and they would pay in full, or $1,000 here and there. But once I decided to make it my full-time thing, that's when I realized all the issues that I had in my business. That's when it exposed everything. When I didn't have that cushion of going to clients and all of my money was relying on getting a student, that's when I realized all the things that were wrong. So I had hired a mentor, and in 8 months of having a mentor and doing everything right, doing everything that he told me to do, I got one high ticket student out of 8 months, right? And you would think that that would be easy for me to do because I have so many people paying attention to me. But everybody else, they were booking the $47 5-day challenge that I was doing. That's what was getting booked up. So I didn't get people to actually finish the 5-day challenge, and then they're like, oh my God, I want to continue to be mentored. And you're probably thinking, okay, what were you doing wrong, girl? It was a year and a half. I can't say I wasn't doing anything wrong, but I was telling my story. I was selling my program. I probably wasn't a good salesman, but also you don't have to be a great salesman to sell something to something that people tell something to people that already want what you're selling. You know what I mean? So once I funneled people in, all right, let's have this 5-day challenge. I'm going to give y'all 5 days of information. And at the end, do I have permission to sell y'all my full-time mentorship, which is 4 weeks. One was 4 weeks, one was 12 weeks, whatever. You get all of this. And we are going to help you build up that 6-figure travel braiding business that you have been wanting. And people are like, yeah, I want that. That's why you're here, is because you want more information. I got 1,500 inquiries. I had about 30 something 5-day challenge students, and I got one real student. So even then, it still didn't click to me. Like even then, I was like, okay, I need to work harder. I need to post more content. I need to be more relatable. And I need to do this and do that. And not even realize that I have been doing all that needs to be done. People just don't want what I'm selling. Period. Because people would come, they would see the value, but they will always say they could not afford it. And if you see the value in something, you're going to find a way. That's something I kept thinking about. I'm like, these people can't afford it. Braiders cannot afford to pay. They can't even afford to pay for a 5-day challenge. I will have so many people saying, oh my gosh, I wish I could join, but I can't afford. $47 5-day challenge. You can't afford. I have had ebooks for $10, and braiders would be like, I can't afford it. And I'm like, what in the... So that wasn't even like the pivotal point for me, which is crazy. This is actually the moment that everything became clear for me. So one day I had a 5-day challenge to do, and I got about 3 people, right? And I'm just grinding. This is like my 5th 5-day challenge. And I was like, you know what? We just gonna do it, right? We're gonna do it. I woke up that day and I did not want to do it. And I found myself crying. And I was like, I can't do this. So that day, I canceled the call with everybody, and I quit the mentorship program because I was like, this isn't helping me. I'm not making any money. And I also had to sit back and realize that if I had all the money that I wanted, would I be braiding? The answer was no. If I had all the money that I wanted and needed, would I be coaching? I would still be coaching, but would I do it less? I would do it way less, with way less pressure. And I would probably only do it upon request. And it's like, once I actually quit the program, I was able to think clearly. I was like, wait a minute, I have not, mind you, I quit the program maybe like 4 or 5, 6 months ago now, maybe. But it still didn't click immediately. It was not the program. It wasn't the program. It was my target audience this entire time. My target audience. Now, I built up, you would think that people will see you and they'll, people have seen my journey, literally my life from the age of 15 until now. People have seen me be authentic on social media, talk about the ups and downs of being a travel braider, talk about all the money I've made, all the money I've lost, and people are taking that free value. But my target audience of braiders just wasn't it. So what I ended up doing a few months later was I was just posting on content, and I was getting like really frustrated because I'm like, bruh, God, I am here using my gift, teaching people for a very low cost. Even the low cost is not low enough. And I don't know what to do. Like, what am I supposed to do? I thought this was my purpose in life, like to teach people, to give women the confidence to, when I was braiding, to give women the confidence that they deserve without having to go to the shop for, whatever reason that they were dealing with, whether it was alopecia or just salon anxiety. And I realized, like, I got frustrated. Like, I was like having a little attitude with God because I was like, what? I'm tired of all this mystery, bro. Like, I've had this business for 5 years. I've been in the braiding industry for 10. And I have been coaching for a year and a half. What did all this lead up to? What is this? I was like, I need answers ASAP. I don't have time to play around, bro. All right, I decided to change to this angle because it's better. It's better lighting. Although it doesn't look better than that. Whatever. We here. Okay. So basically, I hated doing my challenges, and I was like frustrated with God. I'm just like, bro, what is all of this for? Like, I've literally been doing this for 10 years. And then, like, what is it? So after I have this conversation with God, and I'm just so frustrated, literally like the same day or the next day, somebody from my young adults program that I don't know if I told y'all about, but it's a Christian program where they basically were where I basically was learning all about God, learning about how to read the Bible and all of the things, spiritual warfare, dreams, all of the things that I was learning about. And so that one of the girls from there, she called me and she was like, hey, I was just wondering if like your coaching program was converting. And I was like, no, it's not converting. I don't really know what to do. And I was trying to be a full-time braid coach, and it's not working out for me. And I have this big audience, but people are buying and people are just watching me for entertainment. And she was like, do a poll. She was like, do a poll on Instagram. Just talk to your audience and ask them why they're watching you or what they want. So I did that poll and I got humbled. I had questions like, why are y'all following me? And the options were entertainment, to become a travel braider, or just for your personality or something. Most people say entertainment and personality. Okay. Then the next question was like, what did I say? I was like, what is your biggest fear of becoming, or what is your biggest fear of becoming a travel braider or something? And I said the same thing in my braider group chat that I have. And people were like, I have limiting beliefs. I don't believe that it'll work. I don't believe that da 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 da. immediately. I don't want to have to change anybody's mind. I'm sorry. I don't want to, because I've been doing it for 5 years straight, and I am the living proof that it works. So I was like, I don't want to deal with people who have that mindset that I have to convince them that this is better than working at a salon. Like, what? So um I mean, a salon where you are splitting 50% of the cost, a salon where you are um where you don't have control over your schedule or over your pricing. You have to pay for a booth, you have to pay for a room. A salon where a fight could break out. I mean, compared to being a travel braider, which is what I was doing, which is what I was promoting this whole time, is having freedom, having the freedom to go from one place to the next. And you're driving an hour, but you also drive an hour to the salon and you don't get paid for that. Now you're driving an hour to your client's house who's a regular, and you're getting paid every time you drive to that client's house. 60, 70, 100, 200, 250 extra dollars. And on top of that, the fees that you can add inside of the cost of the braids just because you are getting outside of your comfort zone and driving. Like, I'm thinking that is a no-brainer. But that poll made me realize I was dealing with people who have limiting beliefs and do not believe in themselves and are comfortable at the salon. And that is the reason why people get stuck at jobs, because they feel comfortable because it's just enough. And sometimes it's not even just enough. And that's what I had to realize with braiding when I was a braider. Now, $1,000, $500 is great. And that's great to me too. But I was also introduced to something where it changed my entire outlook on money. And I could no longer get up in good heart and good faith in my mind. I could no longer get up and go braid and do physical labor and risk having, my hands hurting or anything like that for that amount of money, when I realized that I could make that same amount of money in less than 30, 20 minutes in the markets. So once that clicked, I said, okay, we're leaving the braiding industry. Actually, like, we're doing it for good, but I want to work my way there, you know what I mean? And I want to build up that coaching side so I can be a coach. And I had to be real with myself and be like, I don't have the energy to convince people to bet on themselves. That's the same thing with when it comes to trading, which is what I'm into now. It's not profitable yet, but it will be. And people see you trading and they see you making tens of thousands of dollars in a week, and they would still be like, I don't think this is real. So it's all across the board, and people are just kind of brainwashed to where they think that staying where it's comfortable is better. And that's okay. But I just didn't want to deal with those types of people. And that's why I made a, complete business shift. So in that poll, I had people just telling me everything that I needed to hear. And I was tricked because I thought, because I was getting so much attention and so many questions, that majority of people wanted to become a travel braider. And in reality, majority of people are working from home. I realized, how am I going to convince people to leave the comfort of their home and go to someone else's house, no matter how much they're getting paid? I can't convince people to do that. And also, when you really think about it, if you're targeting braiders and you're targeting broke braiders who are tired of the salon, why would they have the money for mentorship? And then also, if you're not targeting broke braiders and you're targeting braiders who work from home, why would they want to leave their home? And if the braider is not broke, why would they be seeking ways to make more money as a braider and leave their comfort zone? So all of these things put together just made me realize that I don't need to work with braiders at all. So with all of that information, right? All of that new information, I also discovered that I would still, even if I was coaching braiders, I would not be able to have the lifestyle that I have been wanting my entire life. And my goals are so big that I realized, dang, you've been putting yourself in a box. Like, you've been doing content, you've been running challenges, you've been launching programs with little to no results. And I tried to stay and hold on, because that's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight for it. But once I realize it's not for me, I gotta go. I gotta go expeditiously. I was like, this is not going to get me on a PJ. This wasn't going to get me there. Targeting braiders wasn't going to get me there. Braiding hair wasn't even going to get me on that PJ that I wanted. Now maybe someone else will come along and be a better travel braider than me and probably be on a PJ because somebody, Beyonce, wanted to fly them out or something. But even then, I don't want anything that I do to rely, or anything that I get, any benefit that I get, to rely on somebody else's pockets. So that's why I started to get into the markets and day trading and things like that. But with that being said, with all of this information, I was like, wait a minute, I thought I had failed. I thought I failed at business, but I never failed at business. I did not fail at business. When I tried to go to coach, that's when I failed. I failed at that. But it was because I didn't know my target audience, didn't even know that that's not even what they wanted, didn't know that's not even what they could afford. And I had to be honest about just being able to get to go bigger. Like, okay, this didn't work. What's not clicking? Like, and I had to realize that I did all I could do in this business, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. So yeah, once I realized it's not gonna give me the lifestyle that I want, it's not gonna get me, like, I don't have normal goals, okay? So I realized that this was not gonna give me the lifestyle that I wanted, and I had to make the executive decision to just stop and start over. And most people are probably thinking, why didn't you go braid again? Because I said I wasn't gonna braid again. That's how you get stuck. You go back to the thing that kept you comfortable. I wasn't doing that. So I said, right now I'm at a point of transition. God has revealed so many things to me, and I would be crazy to ignore it when I have all of these big goals of who I want to be around, what I want to drive, what I want to look like, how I want to impact people in the business space. And I also had to realize that I did not fail at business. I just was failing because I was targeting the wrong people. This is something that I learned at the Millions Conference, right? So when I was at the Millions Conference, Myron Golden asked the crowd, if you want to be mentored by me and you have more than $10,000 in your bank account that you can comfortably invest right now, come with me. We're gonna get you set up and da 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 da. Did that because it's not that he doesn't want to share the information with everyone and help everyone. It's because realistically, if you cannot afford to invest in yourself, don't even get yourself through the pain of applying. And but once we get to the credit card part, I don't have the money. Let's not even do that. He said, if you have less than $10,000 in your account, you will not be able to come up to the front. You won't be able to come and join this program because this is a very expensive, high ticket program. Now, he said, if you have more than $50,000 in your account, there's a separate program for you, and you da da da. He did it that way, and he was like, and everybody else who didn't have $10,000, they were just there wishing and hoping, and like, dang, if I had $10,000. But guess what? The next time you come to one of his things, you're going to have some money on you, and you're going to be ready, and you're going to be prepared. I realized that my target audience should be business owners. My target audience should not be braiders. And I developed my own six-figure braiding business, my own six-figure travel braiding business in an industry that had no attention, in an industry that had eensy-beensy little amount of people doing it. If that, I'm the one who put the travel braiding on the map, and I did it, and I realized that I have the skill of turning nothing into something. This whole time, it wasn't supposed to be me in the braiding industry. It wasn't supposed to be me targeting braiders. It wasn't supposed to be me teaching people how to go mobile. It was supposed to be me this entire time teaching businesses skills and strategies in order to launch or scale their business. That's what I was supposed to be doing this whole time. So these 2 years of coaching and this 10 years of braiding has taught me, even when I was doing it wrong, I had the wrong audience, the wrong pricing. I had no team. I had no blueprint. I never paid for an ad. I did everything organically. I still went viral. I still created a six-figure business. I still put the chart braiding on the map. I still was on them Google searches. I still got brand deals. I still got brand trips. I did everything right, even though I did it wrong. I just had no structure. But now I realize that I'm able to help other people's businesses launch and scale. And that was my gift the entire time, not braiding and not being a braider coach. Business. And this is a controversial take, but I was never passionate about being a braider. I was passionate about running the business. Having something to work towards every day was really important to me. And I just so happened to have a skill that created money for me. And it turned into something that I didn't even expect to turn into. But God was trying to show me, like, hey, you can run a business, you can create a business, you can maintain a business, and you can walk away from a business and scale and do something better and bigger. So with that being said, I have pivoted in business and I have still built something that is amazing. And so with all of this and me being a day trader and things like that now, I'm profitable, but we will be profitable soon. I had to ask myself, what would allow me to keep creating and keep that business mindset while still building up my trading account and being able to live the life that I want and just keep it all a balance? And the answer was so simple. Like, I already know how to build a business. I already know how to scale a business. I already know how to launch a business from scratch. The Braid Palace is not my first business, not my only business. I've had so many businesses where I've seen success in. I had a clothing brand. At 11, I was selling candy, booming, was making bread. I've done it multiple times in multiple different ways. And I was thinking, like, what if I did that for other women who launch or scale their own businesses? So, women who have that real ambition and the readiness to invest, and they are looking for something that will change their financial situation permanently, but they are ready to invest. Or maybe they're not looking for extra money. This is just something that they're passionate about. And this is why I created the Renaissance Society. This is my one-on-one business coaching program where I help business owners launch their first business, launch their second business, third, or scale a business that they already have, but they have not been seeing success in that business. This is for the women who are ready to stop playing small, get in the field. And I would say it's a done for you, but it's not done for you. It's done alongside. It's done side by side. And I'm so excited to help women build their businesses from the ground up, because that's actually what I am gifted at. I am still very gifted at braiding, but that was a means to an end. That was supposed to get me from point A to point B, and now we're at point B, B and a half, B.5. It's crazy to think that God has been trying to show me this for the longest, and I'm sitting up here blaming everybody but myself. I'm not looking inward. I'm not like, okay, maybe I'm targeting the wrong people. And I'm really excited. I actually get warm feelings in my heart when people tell me a business idea and I'm able to literally plan it out for them. I'm a visionary. I'm a creative. I feel like I can be that now. So the launch program is not a regular launch program, y'all. Like, this is a real launch program. I mean, the business strategy, name if you don't have it, so many details, helping you set up the business, creating a content plan, actually executing, having a content day with a photographer, videographer, things like that, helping you create your social media presence, your brand, all of that. And the same thing with the launch. With the launch, if you need to be rebranded because you're not seeing the growth in your business that you would have liked to see, or you want to make more money and you're trying to figure out how to set up funnels or how to use these different apps like ManyChat and things like that. Child, I got you. This is what I do. So if you have been watching me build my business for the past 10 years and you have something inside of you that knows that you're supposed to be in business, this is your sign. Launch that business, scale that business. The application is below and spots are limited. I'll only be taking 5 people per 60 days because this is a lot of work. Thank you all for your support. And the website is going to be in the description below. It's called Renaissance Society. And I feel so relieved just leaving the braiding industry and the clarity that I have now, realizing that it was never braiding. It was never braiding. It's not that it was never braiding, but braiding was only temporary. It's supposed to get me from point A to point B. And I'm just excited for this next. I'm just excited. I have so many plans for this year. And I'm just like, I'm truly going to be able to have that freedom that I want. And I'm building that freedom that I want. And I want to help y'all build that freedom that you've been wanting. Build that business and launch it. And the craziest part of all is I haven't even launched a website yet. And I got my first client. I got my first client already. I haven't even launched it. It's a wrap.